Okay, hello, welcome to another video. This is going to be a kind of plant update, but I'm not going to show you all my plants again. I have recently brought my plants inside for the winter time, and a lot of them have gone dormant, which is fine, but a few of them have like fully died, and that is really upsetting and like heartbreaking. But I do need to go ahead and get rid of them and get some of my pots out of the way, make room for new plants. I need to do a lot of plant maintenance as well. So there's just a lot going on today that I have to do, and I thought I would go ahead and film it and talk about it because yeah, that's just reality, honestly. And I thought it would be something interesting, something a little different. And yeah, so I'm gonna go start grabbing and going through all of my plants, seeing what I need to do, and taking you along with me. So I hope you enjoy, and thank you so much for watching. Okay, starting off, I have two different ivies here that are pretty much dead, sadly, and I'm gonna go ahead and have to get rid of them, but I thought I would go ahead and talk about them. My one is the Ingrid Liz ivy. This thing really thrived outside, but once I brought it in, I don't know, it's just not doing well. I might try to propagate this little piece here, but for the most part it's dead and it's just hanging on by a thread, if at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and just get rid of it and make room for a new plant in this pot. Maybe some propagations, I'm not sure. Next up, I have my regular ivy. In a recent video, I repotted this and it really didn't help it at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and just get rid of it. It is dead, it has root rot, and yeah, so going ahead and taking care of this guy as well. I think that's my only two ivies that have sadly moved on to better things, if you know what I'm saying. Another one here that I have is my Goldcrest False Aurelia. I tried everything to take care of this plant. I trimmed it, I gave it new soil, I changed its window, everything, you know, the regular, and it really just didn't hold on. So sad, but it was very pretty when it was alive. Another one is depressingly so sad, my String of Pearls. This is what it looks like now. I cannot believe it, but this is where we're at. Put my Pilia in this decorative pot as well, just to make it look a little nicer. I think it'll look better because you can still kind of see the black pot, but I think once these grow a little more, it will look a lot better. And I'm gonna go ahead and put it on that shelf to give it some more sunlight. It's been on a windowsill, but I think it'll do even better on my shelf now that a few other ones have been removed. And it will thrive even more. Than I think once it grows, you won't be able to see this black as much, and it'll look really pretty and nice in this white pot. So yay. So this is my shelf, a little updated. That's just a lot of plants that are usually up there. My pothos is right there, freshly watered. I went ahead and put my calendula in this little hanging pot as well. When it's up that high, you can't see the pot that's inside of it, and it looks really pretty and adds some nice color. And as it hangs here, it just looks really nice and gets really good sunlight. So super happy about that. That's what my Pilia looks like in the new pot. The rest of it's pretty much the same besides the plants that I've sadly gotten rid of. So there will be less on this shelf as well as the table. Those are still doing well up there also. So I'm overall really excited and still really happy about the plants that I have. And I'm gonna get ready to water a lot of them. So that's my Birkin, Philodendron Birkin. It's doing amazing. Look how pretty those leaves are. And it has some new growth in there too. So just thought I'd shout that out. Look at my golden. Oh, love it. Okay, I'm getting distracted. Anyway. Okay, say hi, Nico.
Hi, Nico.
I knew he was gonna do that. Hello, it is the next day. It is Sunday now. It's almost 11. We just went to Kroger to pick up a couple things. I'm continuing my little plant vlog into today because I have some more plant work to do. But I wanted to start off the vlog here because I just picked up the cutest plant that I've ever seen in my entire life. It gives me major Charlie Brown energy. It's a little baby pine tree. It was only $6 or $5.99, yeah, so $6. And it has little ornaments on it. And it's just this little mini pine tree. I've never seen any this small. Like, look how little. But I also know nothing about caring for it. So if anybody has any advice on that, please let me know. We're just currently sitting in the Panera parking lot waiting for our order, so I thought I would share, but I am super excited about it. It's so cute. So I'm gonna keep it in its original pot for a while, I think, unless I look at it and it looks like it needs to be repotted, but I don't think it will. But yeah, if you have any tips on how to care for a pine tree, please let me know. Nico got a new toy. I know it's super close to Christmas, but this was on rollback and he was really good in the store, so we had to get a little surprise. Don't judge. But yeah, so I'm just waiting on our food. Very excited, very starving. So that's gonna be delightful. But I thought I would share that. I love it. It's so cute. And yeah, we're just kind of chilling. It's really cold today as opposed to yesterday when it was a really nice day out. So I think we're gonna be inside for a lot of the day today. He has a cough, as you can tell. You okay?
Yeah.
He has a bad cough, so everything's fine though. Like, we checked with his pediatrician. He doesn't have, it's like a common cold type thing. He's got some mucus, and with his respiratory stuff, it makes me really nervous. So we did check with the pediatrician. They said everything was fine. Just give him some cough medicine and start there. So that's, I got some Zarbee's.
Cough medicine.
Yeah, we got some Zarbee's all natural cough medicine. So we're gonna do that. He's responded really well to that medicine before, but we were out of it. So I had to go to Kroger to pick up a couple things anyway. And here comes my food. Okay, we are back home now, and I thought I would do just a little mini Kroger haul of just some of the things that I found. I did get a few like household items like hot dogs, popcorn, a few snack things. So I'm not going to show all of that, but I thought I would show like the medicine and just different things that I found that I thought were kind of significant. So yeah, so I walked through the houseware section because my brother loves to cook, and I was trying to find something for him for Christmas. Didn't find anything. That's okay. I did find some stuff that was on a huge discount because it was a closeout. So these two bowls are part of that, what I found. He has one by this brand already that's like green and has like a sports theme, but we did pick up two more. I love these bowls from Kroger. They're the perfect size. This one's just a construction one. It says under construction and has trucks all over it, which is super cute. Nico helped me pick these out. But yeah, this was only like, I think it was under $1. And I love these bowls for Nico. You can never have enough plastic bowls. And then I got another one, like I said, just in the Paw Patrol theme. So that was super cute. This one doesn't have anything on the inside, which is fine, but it has all the Paw Patrol characters. This is the brand that it is, and like I said, these were on sale because it was a closeout, so obviously they are not making them anymore, so I thought it was necessary to pick those up. I did get matching cutlery for both of those as well. The construction one, super cute, and the Paw Patrol one. I love these utensils specifically because they are metal or whatever instead of like the plastic silverware that you can get for kids, which I'll show you what I mean. Like these kind. I have a lot of these kinds of spoons and forks as well, and I just don't like them as much, and neither does Nico. So he has one set of these that's just like a plain green. So I picked up a few more because he does really well with this kind of silverware. The next thing I got, which I thought was worth noting, was tea tree oil. If you are in childcare or the school systems at all, not really school systems as much right now because most of them are closed again because of the virus, but if you are in early childhood education settings, you know that this time of year is prone to lice breakouts a lot, and not that we've had any issues with that, but it is a possibility just like at any center. And one thing you can do to try to help prevent it is to wash your hair with tea tree oil. So I picked up a small bottle of this. I'm going to mix it into Nico's shampoo as well as my shampoo. And this stuff is really good for your hair in general, but especially at preventing getting lice or nits or bugs or anything like that. So I went ahead and picked up this bottle. It was only $3, maybe $4, but there's a decent amount in here. You don't need this whole bottle. But yeah, you just mix it into your shampoo. You can do it directly as a treatment on your scalp. It is good if you have dry scalp and things like that as well. There are other benefits of using tea tree oil, obviously, but that is a huge one if you want to prevent lice. So I went ahead and picked that up. I did get some just gift bows. I showed you some wrapping paper and things like that, but I went and got some bows. I got them in all different colors so that they would match my wrapping paper because it is reversible. So there's one side that's pineapples and there's this other side that is red and has a white Merry Christmas written all over it. So I thought most of these would match really well. Maybe not the blue, but the other colors will work. So this was the bag that I got. They had a bunch of different color options, but that was super cheap. I think it was under $2. And then this is the medicine that I was talking about. I think I said that I got Zarbee's, but I did get the store brand Simple Truth. It has the same ingredients as the Zarbee's one. This is just a little cheaper, but this is always what I buy this time of year for him because he is so young that most of the cough medicines are too old for him. A lot of cough medicines that they sell and a lot of medicines in general that they sell for kids are, you can't use them until your child is at least 4, but typically 6. It's a lot of them for 6 and older, so you don't have many options, but all natural options, which is fine, and it makes me feel better that I'm giving him something that is drug-free, and this is kind of a more natural remedy. But yeah, this is just the store brand version, cough syrup and mucus relief for the Zarbees. This has, let's see, honey and ivy leaf in it, and it's for children 24 months and up. And right there it says it is drug-free, non-GMO, so very all natural, very healthy. Just a better alternative to like Robitussin or things like that. And it does work pretty well. It coats their throat, and you don't really have to worry about overdosing or watching dosage super closely because it is all natural, like I said. So kind of as they need it, they can take it, and it does help. So I'm not going to sit here and say that it is as effective as something like Robitussin, but it does help a lot, especially with my child. I also forgot to show this one last thing that I got. I got the Nestle Toll House Holiday cookies, just chocolate chips with like holiday sprinkles. But I thought this was hilarious because every time I get Nestle Toll House, it reminds me of that Friends episode where they're trying to figure out Phoebe's grandma or her aunt or her mom's like special cookie recipe. And the whole time she's like, Nestle Toll House, Nestle Toll House. And at the end they figure out it was Nestle Toll House. Yeah. And I just thought that was hilarious, so I wanted to share. So I am doing some more plant updating. This time it's going to be on my succulent garden. As you can see, a lot has gone awry. So I guess I'll just start from the beginning. Tina basically knocked this part of the cactus off. And this cactus just is also, as you can see, not doing well at all. The soil is very dry, obviously, and just the whole thing in general needs some work. So I'm probably going to, it's not good to repot in the wintertime, and I don't necessarily think a lot of this needs to be repotted. So I'm going to try to propagate this probably somewhere in this mess, and then maybe try to somehow mend him. This, just one of the things fell off, so I'm going to try to propagate that, but this seems okay.
Give me a
Hello? What?
popcorn out of my teeth.
Oh, okay.
Get out,
Hold,
please.
So this thing, I think I'm just going to propagate, but this part of the cactus is doing really well. This piece just got knocked off. It was an accident. I think I knocked it off with like my arm or something when I was getting dressed one day. The calendula has seen better days because once again, Tina got a hold of that. Not happy about it, but it is what it is. It's still living though, so I'm going to try to mend it and see what I can do. Same thing with this one, although it does have a little bit of new growth and is still working on surviving. This cactus is fine, not much to report with it. These ones are still going strong, so I'm gonna leave those alone, but I do just have a little bit of updating to do. And then over here, we just have the ogre's ear succulent that is also not doing well, but Tina has gotten a hold of a lot of this too, so we're going to see what we can do with this guy and just what we can do with the garden overall. Hopefully I can save as much of it as possible, but we will see. So just going to do that as soon as Nico goes down for a nap, and then I'm going to wrap some presents too, but he needs to be all the way asleep for that. So I'm going to do this first because I don't think it's going to take me too terribly long. Okay, so once I broke it down, this is pretty much what I came up with. I went ahead and aerated the soil and then added some new soil on top, as well as got rid of that soil that was over here with absolutely nothing in it and gave it some fresh new soil. These are what I've propagated. As you can see, that piece of cactus that fell off, both of those, some of that ogre's ear, and the rest, like I said, I just aerated. I'm getting ready to water it all one good time. And then this is this side, so I just kind of restructured the parts of the plants that were standing and pruned and picked off a lot of the dead parts, and it's looking a lot better. So I'm getting ready to put this back together after I water it, get it back to its home, and hope for the best as far as thriving goes. Okay, hello. Yes, I am on the floor in front of the Christmas tree. I decided to sit here because I thought it was more cute and aesthetic as I am wrapping some presents. I am trying to be quick because Nico just fell asleep. I only have 2 presents to wrap for him, but still unpredictable, so I'm trying to get it done quickly so he doesn't see them. But I did want to talk about a few things while I was wrapping, and I thought it would be a nice time to just chat. I hope my wrapping isn't too distracting, but I'm gonna try to be quiet. So I don't know, I've just been thinking a lot this year about my past and just my channel and where I'm at in life, like right now. And I've just been doing a lot of reflecting, like especially as I was Christmas shopping and everything. I really had a lot of time to myself when I was doing that to think and recognize just how blessed I am and just how grateful I am to be in the position that I'm in now. I haven't talked a lot. Sorry, that's this toy. But I haven't talked a lot about my past on this channel. And like I said in a previous video, I do want to start doing more content that is different besides the vlogs. And one of those things I want to be like just talking about my past and like things that I've been through and things that have happened to get me where I'm at today, because I have been through a lot in the past few years, basically since having Nico. Not blaming him in any way, but and that's not to like blame Nico in any way, shape, or form at all. He is the biggest blessing I've ever received and the only reason I am where I am today, and I love him with my whole heart and never would like not want him to be around, you know. But I got pregnant when I was 19 and I hadn't even been with Mike for a year, and there was just a lot of things that happened during my pregnancy and right after he was born that led us into a very tough position where we were basically 100% on our own. We had been through some things that basically put us in a position where we had to suddenly move after I gave birth. Nico was 2 weeks old. We had to move 5 hours away from where we were living and basically start our lives over. And it was really, really tough for a long time. We were literally living in the projects on government assistance. And I'm not afraid to say that because at the time we truly, truly needed it. We were both broke. I was working my butt off on third shift with a newborn, and it was really difficult. And we still, you know, struggled. And now I'm at a point where I can sit here and like wrap presents for my son, and I used to be so broke that I didn't even know where our next meal was coming from. And it's just really emotional for me because I definitely don't forget how difficult it once was, and I'm just super grateful to now not have to struggle with that. There's obviously a lot of things that are stressful in life, and even like with work and just working in a pandemic and everything that goes on, but I look back at where I was before I you know, was able to be in the position I'm in now, and I'm just so grateful. It makes me truly very emotional, and it's very surreal for me because I used to just dream of a life like this, like being able to afford decent things and live just comfortably. Sorry if I'm out of frame. I'm trying to hurry up and do this, but even things like being able to live somewhat comfortably and being able to not have to just stress about where things like where your next meal's coming from or how you're going to pay for this bill, or having to choose between this expense and that expense. And I'm by no means rich or anything of that sort, but I'm at a point now where that is not a huge worry anymore, and that's honestly such a huge, wonderful, amazing blessing that I only used to dream of happening to me, and now it's my reality. And I wake up some days and I can't believe it. And I feel like things like that I used to take for granted before I went through what I've been through, and now I have such a greater appreciation for the life that I have and the things that I am able to do now. Not just money and nice things, but the experiences I'm able to have simply because what I've done to get here, what we've done to get here. And it's always times like this that, sorry about this toy, but it's always times like this that make me reflect and think about things like that, because it just used to be unfathomable to just go and be able to purchase Christmas presents. Like, that was something that was such a huge issue and expense, and I felt so guilty because I couldn't give my son something as simple as a cheap Christmas gift. And now here I am, and it just makes me reflect and just ultimately be just so grateful. And it makes me more grateful every day that I wake up and I'm able to live one more day and move further on in life and see my son grow and be happy and experience new things. And it just proves that if you really want something, oh my God, this thing, I'm so sorry. But it proves that, you know, if you want something bad enough, you can do it and you can get it. And if you remain positive and you manifest and you're willing to work hard, you can do anything. And you can have the life that you want. And obviously every day I'm striving for greatness. Like I want to be able to buy a house and be financially free and maybe start my own business, and I have all these dreams and goals and ambitions, and I'm not saying it's going to happen tomorrow, but obviously I'm always wanting to you know, have the next, you know, move on to the next adventure and the next best thing for me and my family. And I'm not saying that I'm like, just because I'm here now, I'm not going to continue to pursue greater things, but to be at this point, I think my point is that I used to never think that this would happen or be possible. And now that it is, I'm just in awe every day. And that feeling never goes away. And I started this channel because I wanted to be real and show the life of just an average mom that works full time and takes care of a kid and isn't anything special. Like that's all I was and am when I started my channel. And none of that has changed, but I wanted to just show what it's like in the real world and in the real life of just a mom that's living right beside Cincinnati and is just working hard and having a family. And I've always wanted this to just be real and raw, and I want to start doing more of that as much as I can. And this is just one of those things and one of those times that I felt compelled to share, because I haven't really shared that much about my life, and that's what I started this channel for, just to show other people that it's okay to be just normal, you know. And it's not easy living and being an adult and raising kids, and there's a lot of tough things that go on, and there's a lot of things that go on that you think you're the only one who's going through it, when in reality there's a lot of people that you can relate to and talk to and have a community with and lift each other up. And that's all I've wanted for a long time, and I hope that that's what becomes of this, however big the community gets. And I'm grateful even right now for the 5 subscribers that I have, and if I have 5 for forever, then I'll have 5 for forever, and we'll be a community of 5, and that's amazing enough for me. But I'm just eternally grateful for the point I'm at in life now, and I wanted to share that because that's what my channel has always been about, and I've always wanted it to be about, and that's all I've ever wanted. And so thank you so much for listening and for watching this video. Sorry that was kind of chaotic and all over the place, and I hope you could hear me over the rapping, but thank you so much if you're someone who's viewed any of my videos or watched, and for listening to me ramble and listening to my craziness every day. We really appreciate it, and I love you so much. And if you want to see anything, as always, please let me know, and I'll try to make it happen. And until next time, bye.